Well, this Mercury retrograde has already chewed me up and spit me out. We'll talk about all that later. Right now, communication breakdowns everywhere. So from one of my subscribers trying to get in touch with another one of my subscribers, Elaine, please call Steve. We're worried about you, and if we don't hear from you, you can call him, email me, whatever. He will probably descend on you at your house if we are not able to make contact with you. Alright, now let's move on to why all this is happening. Alright, I've backed this up to the 18th of July, which was the start date of this Mercury retrograde, which has completely threw me under the bus. I'm already having issues with my internet. They've turned on this GPS trucks driving themselves thing out here, and at least 12 hours a day now, I can't get my crap to load at all. Not even just a short clip on YouTube will not load. My mail will not load. A couple of days it was so bad that my router won't even connect to the tower. It is overloading crazy here. So I'm trying to go back to fiber. This tower Wi-Fi thing is not working anymore here. Too many cell phones and computers and GPS trackers trying to run off one little tower here. And it's just destroyed the whole system. Alright, not to mention when they just completely take it over when the weather goes bad here. It's like Homeland Security, Emergency Management, or the Weather Service or whatever. They all grab that tower and we just get bumped. So I've had enough of it. I've had communication breakdown. My transmission went out on my van, so now I'm having to stomp pavement everywhere I go. So it's this Mercury retrograde. When I say it chewed me up, spit me out, threw me under the bus and backed over me, it has. I don't advise anybody to travel, sign anything. No contract signed. And this Mercury retrograde's all up in Cancer, which is going to affect home, family, cardinal water, so plumbing backups. I can't even begin to go into what all can go wrong here. It's about as bad as Mars, which now, let's go back to today, which is the 26th. Mars is in Virgo. So the problems with this just amplified because Mars in Virgo, emotionally unstable to the extreme, either really happy, 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 or sad, sad, sad. Mars is always bipolar on this mutable cross. And in the feminine aspect, it can tend to be more on the melancholy side, depression side, to where in the masculine aspect of Gemini or Sagittarius, Mars will be a more volatile on the other end of that extreme. So, you can get kind of lost emotionally here. So just hang on, because this is going to be affecting it. You'll get stressed out. This is pressure and all of that going on that's going to attach itself to this retrograde. The sun's coming into the picture. So we will get an even ramped up effect because Mercury will go combust of the sun again. Now the funny thing about Mercury retrograde, we talked about this years ago. It's going over a time that it just went through. So it's like giving you an opportunity to go back and finish something that you started and set down. Catch up on emails, catch up on letters, which I need to do. I have to spend what time I am able to connect to the internet working. So I don't really have time to do anything else right now. Venus and Jupiter, I'm at Venus in Taurus, moving into Gemini with Jupiter. It's going to happen shortly. And Jupiter doesn't like being in Gemini. Jupiter's happy in Taurus, but is not happy in Gemini because it's the opposite house that it rules in Sagittarius. So not really comfortable there. So not in a benevolent state. You know, we got that Sun, Mercury, and water. We've also got Saturn and Neptune in Pisces trining that water. So we've got the Saturn, the Sun, Neptune, the imagination, and Mercury, the communication. So this could all really go off the rails because this Mars is aspecting the Saturn-Neptune. Just connect the dots here. The only thing we don't have is water here. But that'll happen when the moon moves over here. Into Scorpio, you're going to have all that water. Let's do that real quick and see what day that's going to happen. Because that'll be a 2-day event. On the 4th of August, we're going to catch the Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, and the Moon all in water. And that's a pretty big deal. So will it be the 3rd as well? Yeah, the 3rd and the 4th of August. And this retrograde is going to remain in effect until the 11th of August. And then it'll go again through its shadow period. But Mercury really controls everything here. Don't go gambling with your money right now. Don't sign contracts. Don't go on any unnecessary ventures out. No trips, no vacations. If you don't need to go, don't go. No joyrides. I just can't stress enough because of what it's done to me. And it's just getting started. And again, this is about home. And it definitely is for me. It's affecting me personally right here at home. It's already hit my navigation and my communication. And my finances. So I don't even want to go there. I just got the biggest power bill that blew my mind. And that was for June. I don't even want to see what July and August is going to look like. It's really hot here. And I know a lot of places are getting flooded out. But still, I just want to remind y'all while it's on my mind, put out water for the animals, for the strays and the birds and the squirrels and everything else out there. Try to set it in the shade if you can. Put an ice pack in it always helps because it's so hot here. You put out water in the sun if it's not in the shade and that crap's boiling really quick. So don't forget about the animals. You can let that be your random act of kindness this month. They need our help too. Venus moving into Gemini with Jupiter's going to help a little bit. Let me move it back to today. Because we still got Venus in Taurus coming out, which will happen in the next couple of days. But I can't stress enough, everything that Mercury rules is up for grabs right now. Watch out for scams where your money's concerned. Don't buy anything that you ain't gotta have right now. Don't make any investments. Don't just don't. If it's not necessary, if it's not part of your regular routine, don't go out of your way to for any get-rich-quick schemes right now, because that won't happen. Again, it will backlash to home Cancer, which is opposite Capricorn right now, which is where Pluto's sitting, the subconscious mind. So the answer to your problem is always the opposite sign. So with that Pluto in Capricorn, your subconscious intuition is where you find your answers. And I want to say something about that. And I've mentioned it before, but I have not, elaborated on it. And that is reverse speech. David Oates has his own YouTube channel. He literally discovered this reverse speech and even was turned the CIA onto it decades ago. It's the guy that stumbled up on it. And allegedly, it is your subconscious speaking, Pluto. And it's, ironically enough, like your dream state and everything else, it speaks in symbolism. So that's very interesting, because it really outs the truth about people. I've been watching him for decades. So you might want to go over there and check out that channel to learn some reverse speech. Keep up with what's really going on. Okay, we're going to have, a lot going on here. Here is this today. I think we have a new moon today. And conjunct Regulus. Yes. This is going to be about 4:15 today, Central Time Zone. And Mars in Leo moving into Virgo. So, new moon conjunct Regulus. And that is what? What's the opposite of Regulus? Fomalhaut. So if you're having issues with things pertaining to Leo, especially all of you Leos, you're having issues today because the moon is the part of you reflect to the world. It's the mask that we wear. It's like our ego. It's our avatar. And Leo itself is about being in the public eye, being in the spotlight, fame, and all of that, rulership. And Regulus, literally the throne. But the answer, again, if you're having issues, you go to the opposite. And the opposite is Fomalhaut. And you got to be careful with Aquarius too, because you can become the self-martyr. That nobody did this to you but you. But to walk in love, be the giver, be the lover. That's always what you do. But it's this Mercury retrograde we're dealing with right now. And it has, it's just waylaid me. It blindsided me. I didn't see it coming. I've been so busy, just work, that I don't have time. Alright, I've only got 45 seconds left on this. You know, people, what to do. Commit your random act of kindness. And to those of you who donated to the Kitty Fund, thank you. I couldn't have pulled it off this month without you. And I'm going to do an update on the cats, because I want to show y'all what all's really going on. But I've been able to get them food and get all the kitties wormed, which is great. New kittens need that. So thank you very, very much. And if these videos have helped you, please help me keep them coming to you. I'm going to be hitting you this week with several videos, so hold on. I'll be back.